Alright everyone, today I'm going to attempt to make a pot of my famous family recipe, handed down through the generations. Italian homemade sauce. I'm surrounded by ingredients, including a giant pot, various herbs and spices, different spoons and such, and of course over here, all kinds of ingredients that we're going to use to whip up not only sauce, but some homemade meatballs as well. What I'm going to do is I'm going to basically prepare some of the ingredients. The goal is going to be to coat the bottom of the pot with
Twitch bits from Tut Baby.
So I actually have right here, this is a notebook that is over a decade old. I wrote down the actual recipe on how to make the homemade Italian sauce. Now obviously I'm not going to show you the whole recipe. And the goal of this video, cooking is not exactly an exact science.
Listen, 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 listen. Fuck up, fuck up, fuck up, fuck up. Get out! Get out!
Even though there may be a recipe, everyone's going to turn a recipe into their own creation.
You're a great fucking talker, but you're a shit cook.
So, first things first, I'm going to start reading, get started here with what it says to do, prepare the things for the bottom of the pot, and go from there.
No Italian music. I can't really do the stereotyped Italian music. There you go. Further along the process of making the sauce, my sweetie has chopped all the garlic and started with the onion. And we have put some yummy, delicious
Twitch bits
in this pot. Once it starts coating it, then we add the garlic and all the
bills.
When I used to work in the food services industry, onions always got me no matter what. My boss used to come to the back and he used to say, "Phil, it's okay. You don't have to cry. Tell me about what's going on. If you could, please don't bring your personal problems to work." He'd be a real dick about it. He was just, he was joking, and
Yeah.
I had thick skin, so I laughed too.
You know, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. If someone like Tevin would, if he rebroadcast my streams, whatever, right? If he would just not be malicious, what he needs to realize is that when he constantly says just annoying, grating shit about me, that it hurts.
I had thick skin, so I laughed too. It looks a little dry. I think maybe the recipe thought that the eggs would be a little bit bigger, so I may have to add in one additional egg here. This is onion, the ground beef, Italian breadcrumbs. The next step is actually cooking the meatballs, which will be a little bit more interesting. So we're finishing up the meatballs. Unfortunately, a few of them burnt because I was chopping veggies and I didn't have a chance to rotate it one last time before now. They're about to be done, so they're actually going to get taken out, and then we're going to start making the sauce. Just sucks that a few of them burnt, but that's the way the meatball falls apart, I guess.
Oh, wow. It's okay, sweetie. I still love you.
I'm going to turn it down to low heat right now because it needs to be low heat to start making the sauce.
One, and it's got that hard crust, but the inside soft. What are you doing?
Look, it won't stop.
Hit timer. There you go.
Wow! This motherfucker is garbage!
Alright, I'm going to start taking these out. Now what we actually need to do,
Fucking delicious.
we're going to take these cans of peeled tomatoes and we're going to open them. These are Italian peeled tomatoes. If you can't get Italian, your sauce won't taste right.
It's not just a nationality pride thing.
No, they're actually different. Let's see. Look, well, you can't really see it there. They're longer and they have a different flavor than regular tomatoes.
Yeah, all tomatoes taste different. You wouldn't substitute a beef steak.
So now we're taking our food mill
for a cherry tomato.
Alright? Mm-hmm. You add the food mill to the pot.
There you go.
You very carefully dump them into the food mill.
Fucking delicious.
And now you grind the tomatoes. Catches up, you go back a little bit, and you go forward more, forward more, forward more. Oh, it starts to catch, go back a little bit. That's how you hand strain tomatoes.
And how many cans are we using for this?
You're supposed to use 70 ounces. I have no idea what that is in the metric system. A lot of people who I know who are probably interested.
Yeah, over.
Now, one thing you can do, and this is totally up to you. As you can see, we got all these big chunks of skin and everything. If you like chunkier sauce, after you're milling this, if you can't get it to mill through, you could just put it right into the sauce afterwards, and that's totally your choice. I'll put a little bit, not too much, a little bit, right?
There you go.
Just to get it in, some chunks in there. You'll get some tomato chunks in your sauce.
I like tomato chunks. They add flavor.
Not going to put all of it because that would overload it. It would be way too chunky, especially if we're doing 2 more cans. Well, another can and a half. Alright, so we milled all of our real Italian tomatoes. And now what we're doing is we're adding 3 cans of tomato paste.
To thicken it up?
To thicken the sauce. Yes, that is correct.
Because just the tomatoes would make it too liquidy.
That's right. You're supposed to take 2 of the cans, alright? Yeah, hot water. That's hot. You fill up 1 can. You're supposed to pour it between the 2 to try to get some of that paste that's stuck in there unstuck.
Makes sense that the hot water would loosen it. It's already starting to work.
You're supposed to do this for all 3 cans. Okay. Sauce.
Too liquidy. Too liquidy.
And 1 more. The final one.
I don't think I've had veal parm. Too liquidy.
Stir it up with the slotted spoon. And you see already, see how it got thicker when I started doing that? Because the paste is now diluting. See the paste there? Nice thickness to your pasta sauce. All done, right? Look at that. See that? You get a little bit of chunkiness to it. It's thick. It's rich. So, now what we're going to do, we're going to add all of these seasonings. This is one important change I'm making. Last time I made this, the recipe calls for a cup of sugar. I put a cup of sugar in there, and I thought that it was too sweet. So, I am not going to put that much.
Maybe half of it or 3/4?
That's just under 3/4 of a cup. That's what I'm going to put in there. And I got sugar all over the countertop.
Now what does the sugar do in the sauce?
Adds sweetness, adds a contrast. If you don't, it's all going to be tartness. Alright, so now we got to lower the heat just to simmer all day. Low setting.
And then you come back and stir it every half hour or so.
Look at all those ingredients in there. You set the timer. How do you do this?
Time up.
So there you have it. That is the basic premise of how to do it. Alright, that is it for how to make my traditional
Italian sauce.
family recipe Italian sauce. It's going to simmer in there now for a while.
And we'll see it in 4 to 4.5 hours.
Yes, we will. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we finally have a result. Something that I have cooked, ladies and gentlemen, that is right. My homemade meatball subs. What do you think?
It is the most sexual meatball sub I've ever had.